guys, it's my first live video. I didn't announce it because it's a new thing for me. I've never done this before. My hair looks purple because I'm using my laptop and it's a pretty crappy camera. So here we go. I wanted to celebrate Ostara with you guys. So this is the spring equinox in the pagan wheel of the year, or the Wiccan wheel of the year. It is the beginning of this light half of the year. Samhain, or Halloween, is the dark half of the year on October 31st, November 1st. So technically Ostara was, that was the 20th. However, it's usually the 21st, and it's like when everything is actually changed, it's into the 21st. So you could say it's the 20th, 21st. So I'm going to do a little ritual with you guys just to show. I wish you could see. You know what? I just realized you can't see my table. Let me just see if I can somehow show you. There we go. Okay. Tilting my laptop screen down a little bit. Okay. So this is a wreath of yellow flowers. I used it last year too, and it's to symbolize the new beginnings and the rebirth from the sun. And what new beginnings and what new things are we going to attract into our life this year? And this is a candle that I have, and we're going to light it. And I have a pink lighter. I'm not really that fancy. Elements of fire carry our desires. And then you can hold the candle. You can do this at home later. Doesn't matter. After you're done watching this video. Send my new desires to me. Send my new desires to me. This is my wish and will, so mote it be. Actually, this happens because I went live. There's something wrong with that little votive, so I'm going to light my pink candle I have here, and we'll just say that I send my new desires to me. Send my desires to me. Send my desires for the spring to me. This is my wish and will. This is my wish and will. This is my wish and will, 3 times 3, so mote it be. Okay, so we put the candle in the middle, and you can use any color you want. You can use pink, you can use white, yellow. I recommend that you use white, yellow, maybe pink is good. But lighter colors, and the reason is because it goes with the spring. You know, yellow is probably the best color actually, but I happen to have this pink one here, thank God, as a backup because my other candle went out. And also, if you have them available, I want you to get, where are they? Oh, here they are. Get at least 1 clear quartz crystal and just hold it in your hands to clear the energy and charge it. Nice or nice. Yeah, no, this is not my real hair. This is from the camera. It's making it look purple. So hold the clear crystal in your hands, and then you just imagine that the energy, that your negative energy is being cleared out, or any negativity you've been feeling. And it's helpful when you do this. I should be doing this. Put both feet on the floor. And if you can do this outside, it's even better. A lot of times I miss where I'm from originally because it's very rural and we don't have that many opportunities in the colder weather to do this in the city, you know. So just hold in your hands and imagine all the energy being cleared out. So clearing away any negativity, only letting positivity in. So mote it be. Okay, so, and you did that. And just something nice that you can do is you can say, you know, you can take a little notebook, whatever color you want, preferably in a lighter color. Again, it's to welcome the spring. So I have a pink one. And then you just write down 2 main wishes in the notebook. I've done this with you guys before, but I'm doing it again. Oh, you're welcome. Clear quartz crystal is the one that I'm using. You can use rose quartz as well. Ms. English Tea. I talk to you a lot on here, I know. Oh, thank you. You guys are so nice. Okay, so let me just think of something to write that could resonate with everybody. Let's see. So you could write, I intend that my prosperity multiplies times, let's just say 1,000 more, I intend that my prosperity multiplies again and again. Prosperity always comes to me with harm to none. So mote it be. And that's just a simple little like journal. It's like intention writing basically, but with a candle and then the flowers to represent Ostara, that you're welcoming in these new rebirths, these new beginnings. So you would say this is just a little, you can write any type of way you want that resonates with you, that's positive. So I intend that my prosperity multiplies times 1,000 more. I intend that my prosperity multiplies again and again. Prosperity always comes to me with harm to none, so mote it be. With harm to none, so mote it be. With harm to none, so mote it be. It's when you say something 3 times, it kind of solidifies it. So I tend to say that last line 3 times just because I don't want to, you know, the reason that's important is because if you don't say with harm to none, sometimes you could get like money from somebody passing away, God forbid, or, you know, something happened where you got, God forbid, into an accident and, you know, because of the accident, you got money from it. You don't want any harm to anybody. So that's why you put that, because the universe will just like listen, or God, goddess will listen and just give you, you know, what you're writing if you don't add in with harm to none. Aw, yeah, you have a pink one too, Callie? Yeah, I don't know. I resonate with this color, especially in the spring. So anyways, yeah, my face goes really close to the screen because I'm not wearing my contacts. And so like I have to like go right up to it to see what you guys are saying. But anyways, so that's a prosperity one. You can do other things like add other props in, like if you want to get like a one-on-one session with me where I like show you more in-depth things you can do to manifest. It involves writing, lighting the candle, but it also, and holding the crystals, but it also involves like using, you know, the salt, and then you can add coins and things like that. You can add in buying fresh flowers, preferably that are planted. There's a lot of other things you could do, different types of music I could suggest. So I'm starting to offer that now. I actually have to put a category for it on the website because I've been doing it the past month and I haven't announced it. But yeah, I am going to start doing spells with people, whether you want to do them, you just want a demonstration to do it on your own, or you want me to actually do one for you. I'm going to start doing that as well. So let's start based on the new beginnings of this season, my reading. So I'm going to do a reading on, yes, on Harry and Meghan and the royals, and the most popular topic on this channel. I'm going to be doing a reading on the move with Buckingham Palace, or to Buckingham Palace, and why the Queen like kind of drew them back in, and what's going on with that, and how people feel about it, because there seems to be a little sticky situation or energy there. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad it's helpful. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are all so positive. See, I have a lot of positive people on this channel. You know, sometimes people comment on here and they're like, oh, everybody's so mean. And yeah, there are some people who don't like, you know, Meghan and or some members of the royal family and will comment. And like I said, as long as it's not disrespectful, I leave it there. You know, I'll leave it there. But there's a lot of you guys that are very positive too and have a high vibration, high energy. So it's nice to see in the comment section how happy and like nice you guys are. Oh, Callie, that's nice of you to say. Okay, so I'm going to do the cards now. And let me just make some room because there we go. Okay, let me just push this back a little bit. I don't want to knock anything over. Okay, So I have those Druid craft cards again. I like these, and they kind of fit with the season, like Ostara, it being like a Celtic holiday, etc. So I wanted to use them again. So let's just ask the cards. Harry and Meghan, what's going on with this move now that they got reined back into Buckingham Palace by the Queen? What is the energy concerning that? This is bothering me. Oh, you guys are nice. I know there is a Sussex estate. It's completely empty. Yeah, I think something happened with that, didn't it? Like, I just saw it too. Like, there's some, like, I was reading the other day that Harry was unhappy about something, right? But then sometimes I don't even look at these tabloid things before I do readings because I want to see how accurate I could be. Like, like sometimes I'll look at them, then a lot of times I don't. And I kept getting that he was unhappy about how his wife is being received. Like, some kind of very negative energy specifically surrounding him and how he feels about how people look at Meghan. And I didn't know it has something. The reason why I want to do the cards about the move is because maybe it has something to do with that, being reined back in and like a lack of trust in them and in her or something like that, or wanting to control the situation more. Maybe that's why he was upset. Is Meghan working with Hillary Clinton or Obama? Okay, I can ask that. Oh, Sebastian, you can email me at naomitarot1199@gmail.com, okay? You can email me. Because I can't, I don't do those kind of personal questions publicly. I'll try to do more sign readings though, guys. I usually do pick a number because I like it better. I'll try to do signs more when I can sit outside and do it and go to the beach again. It's not really pleasant always having to lock myself away in my apartment all winter doing a lot of readings. It's really a lot nicer when I can go to the beach. So, okay. Do I think that the surrogate holds up in Cots? I can't read that. Something cottage? If she's she's in some cottage there. Cotswold. I need my contacts. My God, I should put my glasses on. Okay. So I'm going to ask the first question, then I'll ask that Hillary Obama question. I think that's an interesting question. So how is everybody feeling about the move right now? And so let's say now who represents who if they come out in this reading. So the Queen of Wands is Meghan. The King of Pentacles or the King of Wands is Harry, right? The Queen of Swords is Elizabeth. Queen of Pentacles is Kate. King of Cups is William or the Knight of Cups. King of Cups alternatively can be Charles because he's a Scorpio, but it depends on how it goes in the reading, whether I can decipher which one is which. And then Camilla is the High Priestess usually. Sometimes the Queen of Cups, but I usually read the Queen of Cups as Diana. Because High Priestess can also be female Cancer. No, if you need to ask me about things, you can email me or you can go to the website, but I don't usually initiate sending emails to people that, haven't sent me one first. Okay. Oh, and I also want to say something just so you guys know, I'm sure most of you know this, but I added in, if you looked at Naomi Tarot, I have to put it on the website, but it's on the YouTube channel. I don't handle anything having to do with legal health questions or about people passing away. And also, if you write any information publicly or privately on my channel that is against the law or is alleged incriminating information, I will, you know, it will have to be taken care of with law enforcement and reported it, you know. So just beware, just letting you know. So anyways, let me get back to the topic so I can get that energy back in the cards. Okay, so Harry and Meghan. Okay. So Harry and Meghan and their move, how does everybody feel about it in the royal family? Okay. And was this really to rein them in, like this Buckingham Palace debacle, the Queen, and like having them go back, like, no, you're not going to be your own thing. You're not going to be your own brand. Okay. Middle of the situation, crowning the situation at the foundation, behind, in front, behind, in front. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Middle of the deck. Okay. I don't think the royal family really knows what to do with her. Yeah, I think sometimes that's the case as well. Just heard the lease expires this month. Who knows though, right? What's your email again? Okay. My information is listed on most of my videos. It's also on my website as well, and that's listed under the main description part of YouTube. So anyways, okay, so let's start the reading. So the theme of the situation is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a good thing. This is, when you get this as the theme, especially the bottom of the deck is the theme, in my opinion. When you get this is a very card upright. It means money increases. It means good luck. It means positivity. It means yes, like to positivity, no to negativity when it's upright. So this being at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles, is indicating that this is a really good thing, that they're being reined into Buckingham Palace, right? The middle of the deck is the Five of Cups. Oh, geez. You guys can hear that. Sorry about that noise. All right, so anyways, the Five of Cups in the middle of the deck is reversed. So this is somebody who is getting over a loss. This is at the interior heart of the situation. So it's like the theme of the situation, not the theme as in like, what does all of this mean? What's the overall answer? But like the thing that's been carrying around at the interior that you don't always see right away. So there was some kind of a loss recently, right? That somebody had to get over. They did get over it, right? They did get over it. Maybe it's the loss of the two brothers like separating from each other, like the loss of that kind of a relationship in a way. They did get over it. And now they are ambitiously charging ahead into their future, the Chariot. I really actually like this representation of the Chariot in this deck because they have like a little woman. She's a little like buxom or something. It's a funny word, but like that's the word I could think of to describe her. And she's like sitting on the Chariot with that. She looks very like in control, like, oh, I got this, but she looks small too. Like she has a little bit of a Napoleon complex or something. And she's like charging those horses really fast ahead. She's ready to go. You know, I think this is a funny, I made up a story of it. So this is a person who's very determined, right? But this is after a loss that they suffered in the recent past, and they were unable to see. At first, they were unable to see the good things about it, but then they were focusing only on the negative. But then they got over that recently. So let me just see what you guys are saying. Yeah, sure. I can recommend decks I like. Of course, there's a lot. I have a ton of them, so I have a lot of opinions on that. So the middle of the situation is the Three of Pentacles reversed. So what's going on right now is somebody who felt like they put work into something, right? This is people acknowledging work that somebody has done. It's acknowledgement of a job well done. Reversed, it's like, there are some things we have to talk about, okay? We're not going to pat you on the back for this right now because there's some stuff that we're not necessarily going to acknowledge as good and productive. We're acknowledging it as there needs to be some work done on this. You need to work on something. And that might be why they were reined in. The bottom of that, underneath this, supporting this card, is this, okay? So the Ten of Cups, this card, but it's reversed. It means it's like a broken up family, a broken up happy ending. Crowning the situation, and you saw me shuffle. I like this live actually in a way, because I could show everything I just did in the moment. Crowning the situation, which is what's on their minds, is the Princess of Wands reversed. This is somebody who's very ambitious, very confident to go forward in the future. Look at her. I mean, it's like this fire woman on the card. She's a redhead and she's wearing orange. You can't really see because the colors are all messed up on here. Like my hair looks purple. But anyway, she's a redhead and she's wearing orange. And she's like, you know, that fiery, confident energy. I'm going to do it. And nobody's going to stop me. Well, you're stopped. And in the past, this has to do with marriage. It also has to do with tradition. The high priest in this deck is the Hierophant. So what's interesting is he kind of looks like a rock star a little bit in this deck, where he's supposed to represent tradition in the original tarot deck. So I kind of think this is a little bit of a twist on that. It's kind of like tradition, but incorporating new things into tradition, kind of. And I think this is what they were trying to do in the past, right? They were overly ambitious, Eight of Wands, you know, like throwing that wand to head into the future, throwing it into the horizon, you know, overly ambitious and trying to walk away, Eight of Cups, and never look back, right? Be their own, that's what they were trying to do. Be their own unit, be their own brand, be their own thing. For the future, I have reevaluating your priorities, Three of Wands, the Moon, which is secrets, lies, and things that have yet to be revealed, following your intuition on those things. And then I have the Princess of Cups reversed. So the future is the one, let me look at this for a little bit. I think based on other people's deceitfulness in the family, on how they really feel about Harry and Meghan, about other people in the family, or how Harry and Meghan feel about other people, it's kind of like a tell me how you really feel, you know, really tell me how you feel, because you've been acting nicey to everybody's face, but that's not really how you feel. That's not really how you feel. The moon is kind of, and it's not always a negative card. It represents the sign Cancer. It represents water signs in general, but it can be kind of a negative card in the sense that it's like, it's about lying. It's about the things that we're not revealing. It's about the kind of the shadow sides of the subconscious. So it's like, what are they hiding? Like, what are they not telling us? You know, how do we reshape ourselves to conform to others more? Or this is what Elizabeth is intending for them. You need to reevaluate. You need to survey the kingdom. You need to survey what your next moves are. And this isn't going to come as particularly good news to them. Princess of Cups reverse. Again, that's negative news. This is somebody offering, you know, they're openly emotional. It's positive, happy, emotional news. In the reverse, it's negative. And it's also a little bit of emotional manipulation. There are people who are not being honest with how they feel. Other members of the family, there's a lot of gossiping going on between them. Because again, like, look, this and this together is negative. This is like, I read this as like gossiping. Emotionally forthcoming, not emotionally forthcoming, secrets and lies, emotional, the moon, like it's like two-faced energy a little bit. Oh, geez. Calling her a hag. Oh, geez. I'm just going to ignore it. But anyway, so, yeah, my hair, yeah, it looks purple on here. It's kind of funny. It looks like I dyed it. So anyways, that's what I got so far. So there's some two-faced energy going on in the family, obviously, and they were reined in because a lot of people were talking about it, like, oh no, who do they think they are? This is what I'm getting right now, I'm hearing. Who do they think they are? Who's the ones who are gossiping the most? Let me try to do this. See, the only thing about these cards, I wish they came in a smaller size. I think the art is so pretty. It's so like Celtic looking. I really like it. But it's like my hands are not really big. And so these huge cards, it's a little awkward sometimes. So let me just ask again, who are the main people in this family who are gossiping? On her own, somebody said to her, you better stop this now. You know, you better stop this now before this train goes into a wall or something, before it slams into that wall, before there's a disaster, basically. See, this is, oh, you get it's a heavy, now that you guys get to see me do this live, it's a heavy energy sometimes with this. It's like, it feels a little bit, that's why somebody said in one of the last videos, it was a Harry Meghan video or a royal family video. I forget the name of the video, it was recent. And they said, you look like you're going to cry at the end. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't sad. I'm not going to cry. There's nothing bad going on in my life. Like, and they're like, I wish you well. And I said, I appreciate that. I'm never going to knock down somebody wishing me well, but I'm fine. And then I thought of it. I'm like, you know what? I think I was feeling the upset and disappointment that I was reading in the cards of Harry in that last reading is what it came from, probably, because my face, I don't always, like, with the professional camera, I can't see anything. So I don't know what I'm going to look like anyway. So yeah, these readings produce a little bit of a heavy, tense, it's a tense energy. It's very tense. Okay, they wanted to, okay. Does anyone hear bells ringing? Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, that sound, it's gone now. It's annoying, isn't it? Sorry. So anyways, who are the people that had objected to Harry and Meghan going their own way, that told Queen Elizabeth to rein them in? It's the same energy. It's like that impulsive energy. Okay. So I'm getting, and my intuition said this as soon as I saw him, you could read what you want from him, but this is what I get is Philip. And the reason is because he always comes out in these readings. It's funny. I read him as, I actually didn't mention him in the characters that I read as. I don't know if I did or didn't. I don't think I did. But anyways, I usually read him as the King of Swords or the Emperor, because the Empress is the Queen or the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords is Philip, or the Emperor. So the Emperor is the Lord in this deck. And who's the Lord? Who's the person who's the highest level, by the Queen's side? And I don't mean like next in command. I just mean he's got her ear. You know what I mean? Like, that's her husband. So he's who came out, and he was the first card that came out. So the Lord, Philip. Reevaluating, 3 of Wands. Plan your steps because things are in balance. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Our little grandson is a little too impulsive. Prince of Wands. I'm just going to go in the direction I want to go in. Let me just do what I want with blinders on, right? Again, throwing wands out in the air. 8 of Wands. Because of my lover, right? And the influence my lover has on me. Callie always puts it funny on here in the comments. So she talks about how Meghan influences Harry because, how she influences Harry. Anyway, she makes jokes about it. It's funny. So, yeah, it has to do, he was basically saying, rein this in now. Rein him in now, because look, he's just charging, riding on the horse into this direction, but it's leading to an imbalance. It's breaking up things. 2 of Pentacles reversed. And at the middle of the deck is Diana. I don't read this as immediately, like I said, I go with intuition. Sometimes this can be Camilla, but immediately my mind went to Diana when I saw this. Camilla actually looks more like the High Priestess in this deck anyways, and this more looks like Diana. It's like a softer energy. So Diana is at the heart of this. I don't know, maybe from the spirit world, she could be guiding this or pushing things to go in a different direction. I feel spirits do still have an influence on things in the world, even though they're passed away. I do believe that, and again, underneath Diana is that impulsive energy, Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords and Prince of Wands are impulsive princes. They're not like ones that are just gonna be like the Prince of Pentacles and be cautious, right? They're just like, I gotta do this now, and they're impulsive. They're not thinking that much. So that was interesting. Philip came out again. He always comes out. You're welcome. Yeah, I've never done this before. It's a lot different, and I'm gonna wear my glasses or put my contacts in next time so I can actually read this without putting my face right up to my screen. But yeah, this is fun. So anyways, let's ask about Obama and Hillary. So can somebody reword the question again for me? Was it working with Obama and Hillary? Are Meghan and Harry, or were they planning on working with Obama and Hillary? Is that what you wanted to ask? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sad. You know, the thing is that, and I said this, we don't want to wish them, we want to wish them well, even if the cards come up the way they do. And that's the thing. I read on them, but it's not because I want this to happen. It's just what comes out. It comes out. And like I said, there's like a very anxious, pressing feeling like right here when I do these readings for them. So, and I don't get that for other people. So it's important for us to wish them well, because yeah, you can read cards and it comes out negative. You can't control that. But there's a difference between something just being, it is what it is, and you read it, and then actually saying, oh yeah, I hope she this and I hope she that. You know, we don't want to do that. And also, it'll be bad karma too. It won't be like if you firsthand did something to somebody, but I don't believe karma necessarily works in the way we all think it does. But at the same time, I do believe there is some truth to it. So just better safe than sorry, you know, right? So. Oh, that's interesting. What a visual you gave me, Joe. that was actually kind of clever. Oh, I'm sorry about your son, Brenda, but I'm sure he's still here. You know, that people are always still with us. I do feel that. I have sometimes visitation during nap dreams from my great grandmother and my great great grandmother and my great uncle. They visited me in naps before, and they'll have conversations about me and my life. It's really cool. So they are still with us. But anyways, so let's just ask, were Harry and Meghan planning to work with Obama and Hillary, or like associate with people that worked for them? Is this why part of the reason for the move back to doing everything closely with Buckingham? I have intuitions about people, to answer your question, Jennifer. I have intuitions about people. I meet them, whether they're a good or bad person for me to talk to. I look in their eyes. If they're wearing sunglasses, I actually ask them to remove them so I can look in their eyes. But I can't predict my whole future with somebody. I can predict whether I should talk to them or not. I can predict whether I should be friends or date. Not that they'd be a horrible person, but just whether or not it would go south or it would be like, you know what I mean? Because things can go south and it doesn't mean they're a horrible person. Same thing with jobs. So I can't predict my future in detail. No, I need to go to another reader for that. I think a lot of readers are the same in that sense. It's easier to read other people's lives, especially if they're not like your friend, because your friend, you know, again, is involved with you, especially if they're a very close friend. So, yeah. But anyways, I get feelings and I'll have the general picture for my life, but not the details. Pixeling. Go back to the other comments. Way pixeling. Is there something wrong with the sound, you guys? Is there, okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Or is it like breaking up? Okay. I don't know. Okay. I just want to make sure, because somebody said something about pixeling or something. Okay. And can you see? Yeah, no, I know I'm purple because the camera on this is really crappy, and for some reason I can't go live with my my tablet. It won't let me do it. I don't know if I have to do an update on it or something. I use the professional camera normally for those recorded videos. It comes out like much clearer, but I'm purple in this. So anyways, So, and Harry going to work, or we're working with Obama and Clinton's team, people associated with them, etc. Are their teams? Yes or no? Okay, so I'll leave that one because it came out like that. Okay. Well, I got King of Pentacles reversed. King of Pentacles is structured. He's traditional. He saves his money. He's usually wealthy and worldly. He's somebody who's going to give like that solid, steady advice like a Virgo or a Taurus or a Capricorn would, like an older man who has that energy, right? But he's in reverse. So that can talk about perhaps a lack of following convention, but let's see what else comes out with it, because it's hard to really read that. It could be a male Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. For some reason, I feel like, especially in this deck, Harry is more wands, even though he's a Virgo, because this is a very much older man in this deck, and he gives me the feeling when I look at this intuitively of an older, not like Harry. So I don't think that's Harry. I see him more as wands in this deck, especially this deck, because they're redheads, the wands. Like there was no other good option. Not using temperance. I think I'm going to have to ask the pendulum. It's just talking about perhaps not making balanced decisions. Why are there so many negative cards all the time with this? All right. All right, so the bottom of the deck is the Tower reversed, shaky ground, not being on a stable, no stability, being like, it's not some huge thing that happens, some big explosion, some surprise. It's not that because it's not upright, but it's like a very shaky foundation to this. Okay. In the middle of the deck is the King of Swords reversed. I don't want to go back to just saying, oh, it's Philip again, but like I said, he is the King of Swords. When I do for the royals, I always say he's King of Swords or Emperor. Queen is Queen of Swords or Empress. Reversed in the middle of the deck. Why he always comes out. Can also say just archetypally, not even just Philip, but just in general, that this is somebody who doesn't make logical or wise decisions. The swords are the most wise because they're the air signs or the intellectuals. They're the most, intellectual, learned, wise ones out of the deck. And especially in this deck, they're the oldest. They have gray hair, it shows their age. But it's reversed, maybe making unwise decisions, and or it could be Philip. Slow change, trying to go on a new beginning with the Fool. Imbalanced new beginning, Two of Wands reversed, not using caution or temperance. The Feralt is temperance in this, reversed. Feeling trapped and like there's no other option, Eight of Swords. Not following convention, King of Pentacles reversed, not being conventional. Okay, so let me just hold it as still as I can because my arm shakes a little bit. Okay, so show me yes. This is uncomfortable. Okay, I don't want to knock the candle over. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to close my eyes. Show me yes. So it's forward and back. Show me no. Okay, so no is a circle and my arm is really shaking. So okay, I have a Harry and Chelsea video. I have it up still. It was done, I think, in June. Okay, so we know yes is forward and back, no is a circle. Okay, looks like it's saying yes. Okay, so we'll ask it in a different way. I always do this. Were Harry and Meghan not planning to work with the people who worked with the Clintons and Obamas, the people that worked for them? Were they not planning to work for them or with them? Were they not planning to work with them? So now it's saying no, it turned into a circle. We'll ask one more time. Were Harry and Meghan planning to work with the people who worked for the Obamas and the Clintons? Were they planning to work with the people who worked with the Obamas and the Clintons? Yes or no? Change back to yes. You see how the direction changes? It's only like very faint with this for some reason. Sometimes it swings fast. It might be because my arm is in a weird position and it was like not holding still because I have crammed into the corner. But yeah, it's saying, yeah, they were. And it was not a wise decision, not using balance, not using temperance, right? Not balanced, unwise, King of Pentacles reversed, unwise, and perhaps Philip disapproved, King of Swords reversed. So we have a yes to that question. Of course, it's not fact. Know that these readings are only entertainment purposes. They are not fact-based or proven. I'm not responsible for any decisions or outcomes, any actions people take. I am not responsible for. Just know that. I have to say that during the video at least once. Harry did not treat the women he dated very well. Chris did. Well, I'm not surprised by that. Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys, for letting me know if it looks okay and sounds okay, because I was not sure. Somebody commented earlier that it wasn't. Yes, Joe. Yes, she is. Oh, as long as it's not like really offensive. I mean, it's entertaining what you're saying. So anyways, I'm going to ask one more thing, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to ask one more thing and then I'm going to end the video because I'm getting tired. Oh, I love you. Hi, Melissa. Oh my God, it's such a nice surprise. I didn't know you were going to see it. I love you. My friend Melissa just commented on this now. She's my best friend, and we always joke around that in the movie Practical Magic that I'm Jillian and she's Sally. But anyways, she's the girl that I did the Salem video with. Will Harry get remarried if they divorce? Are they going to get a divorce? When do you think the Queen will retire? I don't think she'll retire. So let's see. What can I ask? I'm trying to think of one more thing to ask that's positive. I mean, okay, as much as Harry liked the Obamas, I'm sure he loved the idea. All right, I'm just trying to think of what to ask that's going to leave this on a positive note. I don't want to end the reading negatively. Is there any positive advice that Harry and Meghan or the royal family or everybody can take? Is there any positive advice that they could take or that we all can take? Because it's Ostara, it's the beginning of the other half of the year. Beltane May Day is coming up, May 1st, my favorite of all of them, besides Samhain, which is Halloween. So is there any positive advice that we could all use to help us? What's some advice that we could all use to help us? Make wise decisions. Use your heads. Follow convention. Don't make foolish decisions. Don't be too impulsive in the coming months. You may feel trapped, but you're not really. You're going to come at a crossroads. Things are not always what they seem, especially emotionally. It's time to reevaluate. The loss may have been tough, but you're getting over it now. Don't lose strength, don't lose hope. Because you may feel like your hard work is not appreciated now, but the Prince of Pentacles is going to bring good news. Okay, so I'm going to read starting from the middle part. Okay, so the first card that came up is the King of Swords. So it seems like there is a theme of needing to use wisdom, needing to use logic, needing to use the masculine brain with this. Not that the feminine is not valuable, but the masculine in the positive masculine, divine masculine energy is about logic, structure, boundaries. In the positive, we're not talking about patriarchal, we're talking about masculine energy. So this is what needs to be done by the royal family, the rest of us in the coming months until, let's say, May Day, because that was the holiday. I said, then the next holiday after Ostara that I look forward to is May Day. So we'll say from now, Ostara, until May Day, which is May 1st, Beltane. So we need to use more logic. We need to use more, build a solid foundation with convention. Stop trying to make foolhardy, stupid decisions like this fool in the reverse. He's just about to jump off a cliff into his doom. In the upright, he's making positive risks, right? That's what this is in the upright. In the reverse, it's kind of, he's like an idiot, right? Stop making stupid decisions. Make the more mature, wise decisions. Think longer before you do them. Follow structure. Because in the past, you had felt like you were trapped and you had no option, but you did, and you overcame that. And it's time to stop focusing on your losses and look at what you do have, right? This person is just looking at all the loss, and they're not seeing right behind them there are two cups still standing, and they're not noticing it. Well, they need to cover that and notice it. And yes, things are not what they seem. Emotions are not always honest. People are being a little two-faced, right? They were being like that to you, but looking forward into the future, you're going to have to make a choice. It may not be an easy choice, but you're going to have to make a choice. And this is going to need you to reevaluate your life, rethink your next steps, plan your next steps. Stop resisting that energy. You are strong enough to do this. You have strength. Also, this means the summertime too, because this is the card of Leo, and Leo is the sun. It's this sign that shines brightly over the summer. So you have the strength. You have the ability to do this. Stop resisting it. Okay? You are at a crossroads. You can do this. You're going to do this. Your hard work, it may seem like it has not paid off. Seven of Pentacles reversed, but there is going to be good news coming to you. Convention, stability, vibration of number 4, building, patience, ability to manifest, the Magician, Ace of Pentacles reverse, losing money, losing friends, losing luck, losing something, justice. It's about balancing. Strength and initiative, 7 of Wands. Okay? I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to stop before I go through the whole deck. But anyways, so it's about making cautious planned steps, which kind of goes along with the whole reading. Also for everybody, this is what this time is about. It is about planting the seeds and watching the new growth of the spring, figuratively and literally. But it's also about, how can we do this reading at this point? Usually there's a card that stands out to me that's the theme. I think he's the theme of this reading. So he's the theme as Philip with the royal family, so that we have positive results, fruition, prosperity going into the summer and into the fall. And you can do it. Don't lose strength. Don't lose hope in yourself. You have the ability to. You may have had some setbacks, but you're going to be able to. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you guys like this. You're welcome. Okay, so, and that goes for them too, because like we were talking about with the splitting of the houses, they were making decisions that the queen maybe didn't agree with, and she reined them back in and said, nope. And she was backed by Philip saying, nope, they got to do this. They got to buckle down, use their heads, not impulsivity, basically. Okay, so that's what I have. Again, entertainment purposes only. And guys, go to naomitarot.com if you'd like a reading. I'm going to be putting up different prices on there in the next week. I got to figure them out, though. I'm going to be offering smaller readings that are more affordable to more people as well, just so you know. And you'll see the details of that on the website. Okay, you're welcome. Well, you'll see it later. I'm going to have it up. All right.